Hi, today I'm going to give you my top 3 tips on how to properly breathe while doing Pilates. My name's Gretchen, founder of Balance to the Core, and it's my goal to make Pilates part of your everyday living. If you'd like to be part of this channel, please hit the subscribe button and then the little bell next to it so that you get notified whenever I have a new video, because I'm here every week. So Pilates breathing is the top principle of Pilates. It's where you're going to relieve stress, you're going to get more clarity, you're going to be more present, you're going to have more power, and you're going to also be able to direct and control your body more. So when you breathe in Pilates, it's a very particular breath. And when you do it properly, it's amazing the results that you can get from your practice. Tip number 1, you want to inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. When you exhale, you want to exhale through pursed lips, sort of like you're blowing through a straw. And what that's going to do is going to enable you to get into your abdominal muscles. It's going to direct the breath more so that you have more energy, more power, and more control with your movement. So let's try that. Take an inhale through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth through pursed lips. So you should hear it. Good. Tip number 2, you want to do something that's called a lateral ribcage breath. So there's 3 types of breathing: chest breathing, belly breathing, and then the Pilates breath, which is the ribcage breathing. Chest breathing is something we do when we're stressed, sick, where we just the breath sort of ends right at the chest. It doesn't get into the deeper lobes of the lungs. So you'll find like when you do get anxious or something, you quicken your breath and it all goes up here. So it's like tense breathing. The second type is belly breathing. Belly breathing is when the belly expands like a balloon. So if you place your hands on your belly, right by your belly button, and give an inhale and try to push your belly into your hands. So really expand it. Notice how everything expands down there. It's impossible to then tighten and engage your abdominals. The third is ribcage breathing. Ribcage breathing is this side to side breathing. It's where the ribs actually open up like an accordion on your inhale, so they expand, and then on your exhale, they contract, and the accordion deflates. So a good visual for this, a good tactile, is using a flex band. So if you take a band, and if you can use like a rope, a robe strap or belt or anything that wraps around your rib cage, place it on your lower ribs and then cross it in front of you. And then have it tight enough where it's taut. So relax your shoulders, sit up tall, take an inhale and try to push the band from side to side. Try to really expand it. Try to do this without elevating the shoulders. Keep those shoulders down so the breath goes into the ribs, not your shoulders. And then on your exhale, let the ribs deflate and feel how that band then gets smaller. Try it again. Inhale, expand it. All the way. Feel your back breathing, feel it filling with air, and then exhale. It deflates. Another way of doing this is placing your hands in your lower ribs and actually pushing your hands from wall to wall, side to side. Inhale. And then on your exhale, placing your hands on your belly and feeling your belly pull away from your hands. So your hand actually pushes in towards your spine. Try it again. Inhale out to the sides. Exhale. Pull it in. Now let all of your air out. Let every last bit of the air out. Do you feel your abdominals there contracting? Yes. That full exhale is going to allow you to get into those deepest part of your abdominal muscles and really contract it. Which leads me to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is you want to fully exhale before you inhale. It's hard to inhale properly when you don't have all of your air out. We don't use the capacity of breath that we have in our bodies. We don't use nearly enough. There's about 10 to 15% of our lungs that we don't even get into. And when we get into those lowest parts of our lungs, that's where proper breath exchange happens. That's where you really filter. That's where you really get rid of toxins, you get more energy, you get more power, you get more control. So we really want to get into those deepest parts of your lungs. So that means we want those ribs going side to side. We want the upper back and mid back filling with air. And then we want to exhale it all out, every last bit. And let it take time. Let time happen to let that exhale out. So let's try it. Exhale all your air out. Okay, ready? Inhale the ribs. Keep inhaling. Fill it with air. Your ribs, your back, everything. No shoulders. Woo! Now exhale. Just take a good few counts. Let it slowly happen. Let it happen evenly. Feel your belly cinch in, waistline cinch in. Stay tall. Feel those abs. How cool is that? Yes, now inhale. Fill that whole body with air. Keep the abs tight though. Woo! Now exhale. Good. That is proper Pilates breathing. And when you breathe like that on top of your movement is so much more efficient, where you get results pretty darn quickly. Very cool. So I want you to practice breathing Pilates this week. No movement, just practice the inhales and the exhales. So 1, you want to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, like pursed lips. Number 2, you want to breathe into the ribs. So let them laterally reach from side to side. And then number 3 is you want to fully exhale before you inhale so that you use every last bit of your lungs. Please like this video if you liked it. Comment here if you have any other questions. And also just to let me know that you are here. If you'd like to be part of my community, you can head over to GretchenMcCarthy.com, put your name and email address, and every Wednesday you get a little goodie from me. I would so love to have you. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Take care. 2, you want to laterally breathe from laterally